Chris, I guess it's nice to score 48, but to see 64. How do you find something out of that?
Oh, yeah, it's tough, isn't it? And that's what we said in the sheds. How do you score 48 points and lose a game? There's just too many soft tries. We knew that they've got plenty of X factor. They're big ball carriers, but too many soft tries. It's just not acceptable. And I think, there's probably 3 or 4 tries there which, individuals need to put their hand up and say not good enough.
Is that simply what just boils down to? Is it the mental side of the things more than anything? Clearly, you guys came into the season wanting to attack and show that. Is it not enough detail being shown?
No, there's plenty of detail, but I think when you have a lot of change, and I don't want to keep using excuse, but it takes. The last thing that improves is defence because of cohesion. You need to work off each other. You look at the attack side of things. You have one guy missing in attack, and it's not a big issue. Because with the whole cohesion, they're not used to playing with each other. But in defence, unfortunately, you have one guy not doing the same as the other guys, and it shows. It ends in a try. Whereas on the other side of the ball, you get away with it.
Do you feel like it was systematic or more individual sort of one-on-one misses that was achieved?
There was systematic errors out there. As I said, if not everyone's doing the same thing, but I think there's a lot of just missed tackles. And that's obviously myself and Gilly's fault. We're obviously not doing enough at training. We just need to keep working hard on it. And that's what we'll do, I suppose. It's not going to get easier. I think it was an eye opener to say that boys, they're big, skillful footy players with plenty of X factor. So we need to be on our game. We can't give them so many opportunities to score tries.
Shane, at the start of the week, Gilly thought that maybe a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks off had come at a good time from the players' perspective. Now, do you still think that?
I'm reflecting on the 3 weeks. I think it was good for the players. We had roughly about 3 or 4 days off, and then had a really good camp down the country, which was important for us as a group. It's just probably a little bit disappointing. The scoreboard didn't reflect that.
What did you say to the guys? How did you see their reactions at half time and at
I think defence is a real issue at the moment. Our players need to take more ownership for that. If you told me we would have scored 48 points, I would have thought we have 5 points and a win. But Gilly and Wits are doing a lot of work throughout the week. And when you really look at it, there's just a few one-on-ones. The dangerous attackers, they get an offload away, 70 points down the other end, 70 metres down the other end, 5 points on us.
You guys will be written off for the next 7 years going over to Auckland. Do you have to just embrace that siege mentality and just get tired?
We've been written off all year, so what's new? I'm sure you'll write an article about it, but mate, we're trying to improve. We're desperate to improve, and to be honest, I don't really care what you guys are going to write. It's more important what we do.
It's really disappointing because you get a lot of good kids with the footy and we completely overshadowed by the defensive side of things.
I think we do such great work in attack. I don't know how many tries we scored, 8 or 9 tries. And we look good for long passages of the game, and in defence we did too, and then we miss a one-on-one. And they made a great point in the sheds after. We really need to draw a line in the sand around our defence and get an edge back there. So we're expecting guys to really put a lot of emphasis around their defence this week.
It sounds like, to you, it sounds like it's probably been a building issue, and this is the culmination of this. Is that what you're saying? Because it did seem like defence hasn't been this bad so far, but do you feel like under the surface this has been building a little bit?
I don't know. Hard to comment on that. I think like I said, passages of the game we defended really well, and then they got to dangerous. Julian Severe and Ray Arcee out there who are dangerous one-on-one and look for offloads. I'm not sure, but it's got to be a real point that we need to improve on.
Guys, every defence coach, pretty much every coach and most players always say that defence is attitude. Do you think it's as simple as that, or is it technique?
I think everyone is different, man. Obviously, there's missed tackles out there, and some are technique and some are attitude. But I'm not going to say it's one issue for everything. But I think the sad thing is there was some good footy out there. Both sides played some good footy, and unfortunately, the fact that they scored 60 points is going to outshadow that we scored 48. I thought when Jake had the ball, he was putting guys through half holes all day. I thought there were some really good performances on attack, but unfortunately, we need to play on both sides of the ball, and that's something that we're working on. I think the past kind of however long, I think Waratahs has really based themselves on the attacking side of rugby. They really pride themselves on the attack, and I think if you look at all the teams around the world that win competitions, it's on the back of their defence. So that's something that we've spoken about as a group and something we're working hard on. So it's not going to happen overnight, that's for sure. But as I said, with cohesion in the team, defence is the last thing that tends to come together, because it's you need 15 guys working on the same page. So it's definitely a focus for us.
You've been at the task for a few years, but defence issues were before you kind of stepped into doing the right. It's been defensive issues at the task for 5, 6 years.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Because we're an attacking team, so defence has been put on the back burner for so long.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been, I think in the Sydney market, everyone wants to see attacking rugby. But I think the mindset needs to change. That's what we're working on now. We're trying to change that mindset. Still play attacking rugby, that's for sure. But on the back of your defence, you can play some attacking rugby. It's not going to happen overnight. So, that's what we're working on.
All good, guys? Good. Thank you.